First. First indeed. Somebody get that man a medal. Rock, how are you, buddy? It has been a while. Taking down another Dragon King this episode. But now we got the devastating replica flower sword to help us out. It's gonna be real good. Yeah, alright, Titan. And possibly, allegedly, a scythe. I'm also probably going to buy the Echoes of Death for the sim today. Probably after stream. If anybody has any experience with those, let me know before I buy them. I'm probably just gonna buy everything sim related, but still be nice to know. Hey, there's no rainbow chicken around these parts. We dumped him out like a dumpster fire. Alright, so we have our 4. Um, Models are awesome. Okay, good to know. So we're taking our Bowmaster in because of their extreme crit ability. Love that. We're also taking in Zeus still, who's working with the Grand Weapon proficiency. I did watch the video you posted. There are amazing things coming to the sim. And that's, we got to make sure we get this campaign over, because if we can do like some, like watch some campaigns and some fights by just doing some decision making, that's going to be a lot of fun too. So we also have uh, Gimli and Rima. This is Gimli's grid because he is axe proficiency. Excuse me. And then Rima has Katar's slash fist and tooth. So we're going to change her to the Katar person right quick. I'll have to explain to you guys that the bot I'm thinking about setting up in chat. It would pretty much reward you guys with resources every certain amount of time just for watching. You know, a certain amount of resources are just the currency you guys would acquire. Um, and then you can use those resources to upgrade your person's like logo or their armor or get them items, or you'd be able to redeem them for stuff in stream, like uh, taking the next character's turn or dealing the final blow, choosing who takes the final blow, choosing who receives what rewards, stuff like that. It's just another kind of way to be involved. Um, Alright, what was I doing? I know what I was doing. I know things. So Katar, we got the Beast, Katars. We did have to switch out quite a bit around here because... Okay, we need to remember that Rima is cursed with the Thunder Maul, because that doesn't track. So, Thunder Maul. Because I don't want to forget who's got that. Titan says he would be game for it. Okay, good to know. So we're going to take the Thunder Maul out, not archive it, just clear the slot. And then we got to move some stuff around. So we got the boots. The coat has to shift. Founding Stone comes out. Gauntlets go down. Founding Stone comes out, not archived. And then we got the Bone Blade. And that's all to get him those additional 2 points of strength because of the Fist and Tooth. situation. Turn up my microphone sound. Let's take a poll real quick before I do, just so I'm not blowing anybody's eardrums out. Rima. I'm also, for anybody that's curious, on the lookout for some non-copyright, slower, kind of intense music that I could play to fit the Kingdom of Death theme while I stream. I think that would be a nice addition, but it does have to be a copyright-free situation. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble. And actually, honestly, my sister's a graphic design, so she's working on a logo for me right now. But I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff. I think that the pictures that I use to label each episode, I think technically Adam, I could get in trouble for uh, some copyright stuff using uh, those photos and stuff too. So there's a solid chance I'm going to have to, at some point, switch all that up. I was leaning away from my mic. I moved it closer to my mouth. I apologize for that. So, because I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want anybody to think I'm taking anything from him. Like, all of Mithra's cover art on his episodes are all custom stuff, real cool stuff he owns, I'm sure. So, anyways, we are going up against the Dragon King level 1. Let's quickly go through everybody's grids and uh, their fighting arts and stuff. Something Bill encourages me to do, and I like it because I do feel like it helps me remember. So, starting with Elena, our bowman, she has extra sense, so she can dodge twice per round. Blotted Out is actually a crappy fighting art, so if we have the chance to switch that out, we need to. Abyssal Sadist, which is an awesome one. So the first time we wound the monster, each attack we gain a survival and an insanity. So we need to remember that. I am terrible at remembering Abyssal Sadist specifically. They're a tinker. They're stalwart, so they can't be knocked down by brain trauma or intimidation. They're a bow master and a bow specialized. I mean, they're so deadly too. Are all bows deadly in general? Because this one is deadly. So if it gains deadly 2, does that mean it gains an additional 2 luck, or does that just mean that it goes from 1 to 2? So that means that this bow is now 3 deadly, specifically. That would be incredible. It does say gains. All bows in your gear grid gain deadly 2. I think you might be right, Joshua. Well, 1 plus 2 is 3. See, Bill? That's why I need you here. That's it. Titan says, I don't think it stacks unless it's X. Hmm. Well, what if I want it to stack, Titan? Does that help? Because if it stacks, we would go 2, 3, 4, 5, plus their permanent luck of 6, which would mean we're critting on. So it's only 2? Alright, alright, alright. The masses have spoken. So even if it's just 2, which the jury's still out on that, that'd be deadly 2, 3, 4, and 5. So nothing too crazy. Just a 5 plus for crits. We'll see. We'll. Anyways, okay. There is Elena. That's our bowman. Zeus is the one I'm most excited about. He also has Abyssal Sadist, but that's the only fighting art he has. He's rocking leather, with some good evasion and that delicious replica flower sword. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Bill. You're dead on. Rima is our Fist and Tooth individual. They are destined, but they're departing, so we don't have to worry about it. They have an Acid Palms ability, which makes their Fist and Tooth sharp, which is really the only chance I personally have of getting our Fist and Tooth person and Nightmare Training. You could get a leather shield for an up-facing green on Zeus instead of the pickaxe. Oh, you're right, because didn't we pull a leather from some event last week? After killing the Manhunter, maybe? Didn't we get a leather when we got his hat? I might need to look into that. If we can get a shield before we go, we probably should. I don't know, maybe it's too late. Uh, Wait, Rima does not have the Thunder Maul. I need to take that out of their name. We need an iron for a shield? Okay, wait. Let me come out here and find our Qatar master. Oh, it's man. Oh, that's our red fist. I'm sad we're losing that. Thunder Maul. Yeah, we will need to find space for that to go out. We need iron with with pickaxe. So the pickaxe still needs to go out. The red vials aren't, the crimson vials are. And I flubbed every single crit roll for a crimson vial. Alright, back to Rima. We're safe on her. We know what she's about. Gimli had to take a week off, but he's back in action. A little less accurate, but will live. So he has Thrill Seeker, which is great to pair with the Rawhide armor. Almost guaranteed to maintain our high survival count. On a perfect hit, he gains an Insanity. That's usually a tough one to remember. Any crits with this, and it becomes uh, devastating for the first one. He has Weak Spot Disorder, which doesn't really affect us. He gets additional bonus on Investigate tables. He's a Matchmaker. Sweet Battle, so he can surge for free, which is great. He is blind, however. I don't think any of the rest of us have anything that helps us on the hunt. Oh, prepared. So, gonna be hard for Rima to be a straggler. But other than that, that's it. Um, that looks good to me. I think I'm good to go there. Let's check out that leather shield situation. So it's a leather, a bone, and a hide. Leather, bone, hide. And in our storage, we got it. Let's do that. You guys alright with that? Leather, bone, and hide. So we could go a leather, a monster bone, and monster hide. Because we're hunting the dragon, so we'll definitely come back with some resources. So that would take the pickaxe out. That would allow us to build the leather shield, which is awesome. We've been shieldless for a while now. I think I still have leather out right there. Don't shuffle. Oh, what a dummy I am. Gee whiz. Round leather shield. Up facing green. It's true. That's true, Bill. It's true. He only does give 4, but we do luckily get scavenger kit. So let's throw that into Zeus's because I love Zeus's gear grid. Big fan of the guy. I can't wait to get Grand Weapon Mastery. That's going to be so cool. Okay, So let's save that. That gets him an additional armor point to every location and allows him to block. I'm going to make sure everybody's leather or everybody's armor grids are set up. White Lion. And then Gimli should have Rawhide. Unfortunately, Elena has nothing. Just head armor. Terrifying stuff. Okay, let's throw this pickaxe on somebody and get to work. We want to take the reverberating lantern in. What's something we can afford to ditch? Oh, we don't get the leather anymore. Or the rawhide bonus. Ooh. Is that worth it, team? Is it worth using the Manhunter's hat? Oh, nope, sorry. Sorry, Bill. Yep, it is an accessory. Sorry. I'm back. I'm with ye. Let me make sure I've got that right in here. I don't. So we removed the founding stone because we did this last minute, last stream. Cat Eye Circlet. And Manhunter's hat, which is a rare gear in here. Okay. So we could do axe for the stone. Yep. And it's our lucky individual. They probably shouldn't have the stone anyways. We decided that the Manhunter's hat ability to ignore the first severe injury you suffer each showdown, head injury, was better than looking at the AI deck. We'll play that by ear and see if we come to regret it massively. But I think that's the way we're going to roll on this one. Because we had to get the Manhunter's hat. Okay, so we cleared the stone. Move it or lose it. Bone pickaxe going in. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Let's get this hunt started. Everybody lock in. And we'll take this guy down. Set up showdown for a level 1, as much as I'm sure Titan wants us to fight a level 3 or something. We are going to show down with him at level 1 again. I think. I don't think we're ready for a level 2 dragon. Hey, that's not what I meant to do either. We still have to do the hunt. There's only one scavenger kit in the Barber Surgeon's deck. So, they do not, unfortunately, stack. Alright, we're going to depart. That should basically max everybody's survival at 8. Right? That is maxed, I think. Yeah. And we've all got really decent insanity. 10, 8, 5, and 12. So we may not even end up using the reverberating lantern. We'll just have to see how this pans out. So, Elena... Oh, yeah. We gotta place mineral gathering. So what space is he technically on? He's on the one right before Overwhelming Darkness. So we might as well just do it first. So Elena is our event revealer. It's convenient because she also has the bow. Mineral gathering. Yippee. We don't have anybody that has hemophobia. Thank goodness. And we better not get it here. Hemophobia is the worst. Alright, Elena. How are you going to start out our stream today? So we are rolling on this top chart for mineral gathering. Every survivor with a pickaxe may roll, which we only has one. And it's Elena. And she's going to get us an iron. Ooh, okay. We avoided hemophobia. 4 through 5. is just gain a one Broken Lantern resource. So let's view it and snag that. Resource is a resource. We're going to get damage for it. Which I didn't think about. Sudden Rock Slide catches you off guard. Suffer 2 event damage to a random hit location. So this is actually, odds are, going to give her a heavy injury already. Because she has no armor. So when I say odds are, I mean, unless it's her head, it will. So that's a severe... I mean, I know you don't roll on the trauma, or the severe injury, even if you get there, but that is a heavy hit. I don't think that Sonorous Rest allows you to heal, either. Is it an investigation? It is not. Otherwise, that would have been a great one for old Gimli to hold. Okay, well, we didn't lose our axe either. We didn't get an iron, but we did get something. I did do departing bonuses, yes. So our first dragon event for this hunt is Lava Flow. The ground crumbles, revealing an underground river of lava. There's no way forward but through, hopping from one stone in the flow to the next. Each survivor rolls a d10 and adds their courage. We have great courage aside from Zeus, who, yikes, dead archive all your gear. I would sob. Alright, Elena first, who has 7 courage. This is a... this is an intense event. Where's that off-colored white die? There it is, hiding from me. Alright, here we go. So 7, so odds are here we're going to end up with a 3 through 13. An 11. That's 3 through 13. So, exhausted, you make it across, begin the showdown with an additional lava pool terrain tile. Oh boy. If we're going to have a couple of those, might as well just get 4 of them out to prepare. The floor is indeed lava. So that's 1 already. We'll decide where we're going to put it. Alright, Gimli next, who has 9 courage. You brazenly run across, charging to meet your fate. Gain a strength token and a -1 evasion token. Temporary strength, temporary loss to evasion. At least it's not a... I mean, obviously it could be worse. So, Rima is definitely at least getting a lava pool. Oh, that's all Rima can do, is a lava pool. So that is another lava pool terrain card with a 6. And this terrifies me, because it's now Zeus's turn, who has no courage, who gets no buff to this roll. So this is just a straight up roll. And I saw it. I saw the 1 as soon as I rolled it. I knew it was going to be terrible. Alright, well, that's definitely a lifetime reroll there. Lifetime reroll from Zeus. Yeah, this event is terrible. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be so terrible. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! He's dead. And we archive all that wonderful gear. Back-to-back 1s. Our number 1 guy. Dead. Alright. 1. Shaking with fear, you mistime your jump and fall in. Dead. Archive your gear. Yep. I'm sure he does not have any courage. Okay. Well, let's continue on, because that's not even the end of that card. Now we have to roll a random hunt event. 21. Drawings. Cowering in a cave, the survivors find strange drawings decorating the walls. They appear to contain a message. Any survivor with 3 plus understanding may try to decipher the drawings by rolling a d10. If the settlement has pictographs, every survivor may roll regardless of their understanding and add +4 to their rolls. We do not have pictograph, but I'm sure we all have understanding. 3 plus understanding, so 1, 2, just the top 2, so just Elena. This is a May roll. Okay. It's not really that big of a deal, so we'll just roll. First one for Elena. A 1. It's 3 in a row for anybody keeping count. Monster level brain event damage. And Gimli. 7, which is not the top one. 4 through 7, gain an insanity. Which he didn't super need, but it's alright. Okay, so next on this random event is Gimli. We are just gonna take Zeus's and put him here. Gimli, random hunt event. 5. Hunt event number 5. Flesh fields. Ahead, the stone faces on the ground give way to a field of man-sized fleshy boils, sprouting thick black hair. The sinuous terrain radiates moist heat. As they travel, every survivor suffers heat exhaustion, losing a survival. Nice. The event revealer rolls a d10. If any survivor has a sickle, they help clear a path, and we don't. But Gimli has Explorer, which doesn't do anything, because this is not a investigate. So we just roll. Roll straight up, Gimli. An 8. Yeah. As they travel, every survivor suffers heat exhaustion. Oh, sorry. Losing a survival. Okay. So an 8, the event revealer makes the best of a bad situation and cuts a portion of the flesh free. Gain a hide basic resource. It is very weird he has no courage, I agree. But the app does pretty good. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, please let me know. Okay. And then our next, oh gosh, our next dragon event, revealed by Rima, is Majestic Shadow. There's a flash of light and the group is suddenly standing in a pool of darkness. Roll a d10. If the result is equal to or lower than your courage, you gaze upward. If the result is equal to or lower than your courage, you gaze upward. Otherwise, you flee in terror. Another courage roll. Well, Elena has 7 courage, so pretty good odds of sneaking underneath that. Okay, so Elena gazes upwards. Oh, is it just the event revealer? No. What is happening? It is the event revealer. Okay, so we're gazing upward. So now we gotta roll again. Okay, and I don't even know which one we'd want. If we don't want to be ambushed. So, what did I roll there? Did I roll a 3? Because if Rima's the revealer, she only has 3 courage. What'd I roll? Yeah, I rolled a 3, so it was equal to or less than, so they're gazing upwards still. So, rolling again. And I don't think we want to be ambushed, so I'm looking for a 5+. Alright. 1 through 4, you look up just in time to see the Dragon King descend and ambush you. Okay. Honestly, and I love Kingdom Death Sim and the devs that have developed this, but I don't for 1 second believe that these are true dice rolls. Because I have played Kingdom Death for a long time, and I have never rolled as many ones as I have in the sim. In person. Never. I don't know if anybody else has had similar experiences. Dragon King. No, it's a terrain. I'm looking for a terrain. Because I need to get the... lava pool. Yeah, absolutely rock. I would compare that event to being worse than the Harvester. Because you can always avoid the Harvester. You can't... yeah, or if you had just chosen Protect the Young instead of Survival of the Fittest, you'd have 1 chance to avoid that. So, lava pool, if a survivor moves through or ends their movement on this terrain, they suffer damage and return all their flammable gear to storage. And it has to be adjacent to the monster. That's stupid. Yeah, protect the young is terrible, but some people still choose it for the ease of intimacy. It's the gear thing that I have an issue with. Like, if you're gonna take one of my survivors, I get it, but to have that be one of the Dragon King's events that is often going to come up, I just, yeah, I can't see the logic in that, in taking the gear. All right, I'll try that, Josh. I'll do roll without slow mo this stream. Um, okay, at least two courage. Two courage would get you off that bottom roll. So we know these irradiate and unseen agony. We're familiar with it. We know how they work. Um, they're both trigger cards. Do we have Saga? No. We don't even have the ability to pick it up yet. Okay. So we have to start, I think it's 6 away from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We have to be 6 away, and we're getting ambushed. So it's gonna be not good. This is gonna hurt a lot. I don't want Elena anywhere near it if we can avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want Gimli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even our guy that can eat hits is gone. So when we get ambushed by the monster, does that just mean he takes the first two? Does that mean the first round we are skipped? I'm wondering simply in terms of survival actions. Does that mean that in the first round he has 2 turns, or does that mean the first round we are skipped? I don't remember specifically. Um, Skipped. Okay, so we could still take a turn technically if we all just surge, right? Ambush. No, it's an ambush monster. If the monster moves, blah blah blah, it ambushes the survivors. End any current hunt events and start the showdown immediately. Survivors skip their first turn. In most cases, this means he'll take 2. Yeah, so then we can surge. We can surge in flow. Right, skip is fine. Because that means he can go, we can surge in the break in the flow, then he does his attack, and then next round he'll attack. So let's apply arrival bonuses. That should max everybody's survival out again almost. Okay, just not Gimli and Rima. Alright, well, let's hope for flow. First dragon card. There is flow. So it's Mournful Swipe, it's an advanced, it's going to hurt a lot. Um, Random threat in range. So once again, the choice is taken out of my hand, and we lost just take out survivor number 4, since there's only 3 of us now. So this targets number 3, which is Rima. So that's okay. So it's targeting Rima. So in this break in flow, between move and attack, we are going to... I don't think it's anti-trap because it's AI discard instead of hit location. But in this break in the flow, right here, well, if we allow this attack to hit, like if we allow him to move and attack Rima, then we will only have to surge to attack rather than dash and surge. So maybe I'll let it land, because he's going to go after Rima. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That's how he'll attack Rima. I think that's how we'll do it. Just so that we can save a survival there. Rima's got decent armor. Oh my gosh, it hits so hard. On a 2+ accuracy too. No, he just turned Dragon King to face a random survivor, so we can attack in this break in the flow here. So he's attacking with 3 speed. I was gonna check evasion. 1 evasion. Yikes. This is probably going to hurt. I'm not sure we can do this without... Oh, nice. So miss, miss, miss. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's... actually, the 3 hits. But we'll just dodge it. I don't think we can, Bill, because just hear me out. The break in the flow is after he targets. So he picks a target, then there's a break in the flow. Then he moves and attacks before the next break in the flow. So as soon as he moves, he's also attacking, so you cannot surge after he's moved before he attacks. But we can now surge before he does any of his turning to face. So I'm going to have Elena surge first. So she's going to spend a survival to shoot these gloom-coated arrows. So it's 5 speed. She's got no accuracy buff, so it's just a 6+. 6+ for some hits here. We got a 10. Oh, sorry. I did the slow-mo roll. I'm sorry. That's a bad... It's a habit. I'm gonna have to get out of that. And why did it only roll 4? Oh my gosh, there's only 4 more dice on this table. The other ones are glitched out. So we have 2 hits right now. 3 hits. I think we're just going to take 3 instead of re-rolling these misses. We may keep doing slow roll. I think we're just going to take those 3 though. Because I don't know. I don't really want to run a risk of a trap. What do you guys think? It is bow. Oh, you mean like it's ammo for the bow. And as a specialist, you can re-roll any misses when attacking with a bow. It might not work for arrows now that you say that. I do want to track down those other 2 dice, though. That's annoying. Where did they go? They're just gone? Okay, so we got 3 hits on Dragon King. 1, 2. I forgot he's got some funky cards. This is a first strike impervious. So it doesn't matter. He's just going to irradiate. So Yeah, I think this actually might suck given our current situation. So monster gains a -1 toughness token. Uh, it does not have 5 or more. Otherwise, it performs Unseen Agony. So all survivors in the blast zone suffer 1 damage for each. Oh, it's just the one. 1 damage to all 3 of our survivors. Okay. We'll start with Elena. Takes it to the arms. Oh, she can't take it to the chest. I forgot about that. Gimli. Okay, that's good to know about the bow and arrow thing. Gimli takes it to the legs. And Rima takes it. It says ammo bow. I don't know if that makes a difference to the body. I got a bad feeling about this, fellas, without our #1. But up in the top it says item ammunition, arrow gloomy, rather than bow. It says its keyword bow is in the bottom, ammo bow. You should be able to get arrow proficiency too, then. Okay, well, we survived that. And that actually goes back on top because of the way these gloom arrows work. So the gloom arrows... Yeah, but I can ignore cumbersome now that I am a bowmaster. After attempting to wound each hit location, place it on top of the deck instead of the discard pile. So I attempted to wound, so it goes back on top. This one is a -2 toughness to wound, so there's no crit on it, but we've got 8 strength with the arrows. -1 toughness makes it 9, 10, 11, and he only has how much toughness? He's got 13, so we are wounding on a 2+ here for this. He does, yep. That figures, doesn't it? That figures. Okay. Well, that's good for 1. There's no crit on it. Hopefully you saved your crits. Here, friendo. Serpent Foot. 7 is a crit with this character. You deftly avoid the rampaging monster. Gain an evasion token. You may spend 2 survival. If you do, gain a permanent evasion instead. How do we feel about that? Do we like that? Do we like sacrificing 2 evasion for it? Or 2 survival? Okay, 1, 2 for that permanent spot. And you don't even archive it. That's kind of nice. Okay, so the problem is every freaking time that we attack here, we're going to pull that stupid irradiate. I might need to dash with Elena to get her out of range so she's not just continuously taking damage. I guess Gimli won't pull it because he only attacks twice with the bone axe. So we can let him go because it's the 3rd card that's irradiate. So I guess we could let him go and see what happens. So Gimli's gonna surge. He can surge for free once per round. So we're actually not gonna take that away. And activate his axe. Well, there's multiple of those cards, Bill. So they would just stack up. So we got 2 speed, looking for a 6+ here. This weapon is honestly super weak for what we're doing. So it is a hit. We pull this with the evasion crit. But once again, he's looking at 13 toughness. So 12 toughness. And we only have 5 strength. So we need a 7+ to wound. That's ugly. The axe is too weak to come after a Dragon King. A 5. So it's a failure. Turn to face the attacker. If they're within 3 spaces of the monster, they're kicked away and suffer knockback 7. Do I have axe proficiency? I do! Okay, so we get to retry that once to attempt to get that 7+. Thank you, Bill. And it was huge! A huge reroll on that axe proficiency. Because that means the axe gains devastating, so it does 2 damage. We are certainly going to spend the 2 survival here to gain a permanent evasion. 100%. And weapon proficiency point, you are correct. Yeah, definitely there. Okay. Yeah, this is awesome. Except I still feel like absolute garbage because of what happened down here. Listen, the Twilight Sword is, or the Replica Flower Sword is fairly easily replaceable now. But, all that leather, oh, we're going to have to take a break from the dragon to farm, like, the lope or the lion again to get a bunch of hide. That sucks. And they're going to have nothing. It's just, I'm not trying to be poopy, but... So, Elena's going to dash 1 space back to avoid any irradiating. Gimli is going to dash, but he's going to use his rawhide gear. If he rolls a 6+, he gets to keep this survival action, and he will actually gain 2. He loses it. And he's going to dash out of range as well. Well, we would be hunting with 2 individuals that don't have armor, Bill. Because there's really no armor on the bowman. No armor on the swordsman, if that's what we take. So that'd be a dangerous game to play with this guy. Especially if we want to move up to level 2 and stuff at some point. So let's let Rima go. Oh, wait. Pause. Rima, okay. So we have a Qatar master, which means she gets Qatar specialization. Does that mean that she can cancel the reaction on that card? No, not Qatar Mastery. Dadgummit. Qatar Proficiency. Specialization. There it is. So when she pulls that card that makes him irradiate, that's okay. It's fine. Because honestly, I think odds are I want to avoid that damage. Yeah, you're right, Joshua. It's true. So this will be 5 speed. Oh my gosh, and I can only roll 4 dice. That's so annoying. Where did it go? Accuracy of 5+. So 1, 2, 3 so far, and I re-roll this too. Oh my gosh. So 4. Now that's dangerous. 1, 2. We know those first 2 are safe. 3. Yikes. 4. So actually, it's good that we stayed out because this is not a reaction. This is just a first strike impervious. So that means that that can't be canceled, but we can cancel this irradiate action and then keep them in this order. So there's nothing we can do to avoid this. It's a first strike impervious irradiate. So he gets another -1 toughness token. That's just the way it is for him. So -1 toughness. He performs Unseen Agony, which now can only reach Rima. So Rima takes 2 damage now to one area. And that one area is her legs. She's kind of dwindling, kind of cooking in that radiation, if you will. But now she can cancel this reaction. She can cancel that reflex. So he will not perform Irradiate again, but she will be able to attack him. Now she has 8 strength with these Katars, plus these 2 -1 toughnesses, so we will be wounding on a 3+. Wounding on 3+ here. That'll do it. So that's good for 1. And this is cancelled, which pulls up Serpent Abdomen. So this is a 2+. She is Fist and Tooth weapon proficiency. I'm just a little too scared to do that right now. So this is just a 2+ for a wound here. Okay. That's a failure. This is back up to a 3+. Yeah. I just don't believe it, man. I just don't buy it. I don't think it's legit. I don't. And I'm not blaming anybody, but that's not a thing. That's happened like 3 times in just this stream. And I've seen it maybe happen 1 time in real life. Once. In all the years of Kingdom Death. Once. Failure. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Oh, and it's going to be Irradiate. Yeah, I'm going to be done with slow-mo. So 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, and really just absolutely nothing we can do here. A 1 and a 3. Do we have 2 evasion? We have 1 evasion. So that hits, unfortunately. So we miss 1, but the other one lands and is worth 2 damage to not the feet, the body. Also not great. Oh my gosh, I thought it was the feet on this one. So that's a heavy, so they're knocked down. Yeah, programming is hard, I get that. And they got a very small dev team. We love the sim. We love its availability. Don't forget that. I'm trying not to. But it is off for sure. So he gains another -1 toughness. I don't think there's any way we avoid his overcook this time. And then he irradiates, so this is 3 damage to somewhere on Rima. The head. Wait. Okay, it was a 1, so it doesn't matter. But I did forget that we get +2 strength when attacking with daggers and Katars. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I put that in here. Yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. But the 1s are still just absolutely atrocious. They have to stop. Okay, so that's that. Now he's going to finish this card. Turn the Dragon King to face a random survivor. It gazes at them nostalgically. So it doesn't matter who he turns to face. We don't really care, so let's just shuffle. He turns to face Gimli. So he rotates that way. Shuffle the AI discard pile into the AI deck. There is no AI discard pile. So now this goes into the discard pile because it was not there before the card was resolved. Okay, so it's the Dragon King's turn again. It's a new round. What's he looking at here? He's looking at 7 cards left. He draws, oh man, a basic. That must be nice. So this is furthest threat in range. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 on Elena, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on Gimli. Is there any chance of outrunning him on one of these attacks? What's his range? 10. So no. Not in this situation, there isn't. So we're going to have him attack Gimli. Because I think that he's that way. I think he's worth attacking. So 3, 2, and 2. He has 3 evasion. So he also has the best chance of dodging these. And he will dodge. 3, 2, and 2, so 3, 5. So miss. Oh, stop slow-mowing. My gosh, it's such a bad habit. I've just gotten so used to it. So this is a miss. Can we double dodge? I don't think we can. He can't. But we can dodge 1. We'll roll to see where they go first. So these are worth 2 damage each. We got legs and body. I think we'll probably dodge the legs. Nothing with Abyssal Sadist yet. Gimli didn't land a hit with his axe. Oh yeah, he did. Oh, but he doesn't have Abyssal Sadist. He doesn't have it. So I think we're missing 1 survival on our blue character, who does have it. So it's 2 to the body, but we did dodge, so we're going to roll to see if we get that back. Please, we need that back. We're running low. There we go. So we get that 1 back, and he's Thrill Seeker, so whenever he gains survival, he gets an additional 1. Back up to 5. We love that. It's an insanity as well, Bill. So he does take 2 damage to his body, old Gimli. Then he takes bash and knock back 20. But thankfully, he'll stop along this board edge and get knocked down from bash. He can't ignore it. So it is what it is. The Abyssal Sadist that we missed, they gain a survival and an insanity. So it would have been an insanity and a survival there. So, and then that's it. Nobody else is adjacent. He's diagonal, because he's over here in this corner. So I ain't counting it. Didn't say diagonally adjacent included. So we discard that, and then it's our survivor's turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elena's in range. Rima, I think, will be the one to encourage Gimli to his feet. I guess you want to encourage now? Okay, then I'm going to have Rima do it right now. And then I'm going to have Elena shoot first. She's kind of our best chance at... So this is out of use for now, obviously. We used it. Vespertine Bow. We get 3 chances. No accuracy buffs, so 6 plus. Maybe move out. Irradiate. So do you mean you want those guys to attack first and then move? Those guys that are adjacent? Oh, wait. Sorry, I did that wrong. Because he's also knocked down. So Rima, so really, Elena would have just had to encourage first. Encourage Rima up. So move first, huh? I have an idea. How about I Cat Eye Circlet with Gimli, and we can check out what these top 3 cards are anyways, and then we can plan for it from there. Because if they're not even crit cards, we probably don't even want our bowman to shoot. Yet. So Gimli is going to activate Cat Eye Circlet, since he can surge for free too with Sweet Battle. 1, 2, 3. So they are all 3 critable cards. Dragon King Resource, Husk, and Husk, which are great for his gear. Failure is nothing big here. Serpent Wings Reflex. Turn to face the attacker. So they're the same. These are the same. Move the Dragon King to so turn to face the attacker. All survivors directly in front of the Dragon King suffer knockback 5. Directly in front, so it'd be nobody if he turned to face me. Nobody's directly in front of him. But then without turning, he moves 2 spaces backwards, placing 2 lava pool terrain tiles directly in front. So we will want to move those around when the time comes. Like, we'll put them back in this order. But when the time comes and she attacks, and we don't want him to be behind where he's going to get run into. Trying to think of how we can place him strategically. Because if we crit those, the lava pool tiles don't come down. If we crit them. Which is a good chance with the bowman. So he's not directly behind either, so he's not going to get run into. So I think he's safe there. I think we're good to just attack with our bowman right now. So we're going to attack. 3 speed. No accuracy buff. So we're looking for 6s and higher. No, because he's off to the side. He's diagonal. Looking for 6s. 1. We will be re-rolling both of these misses. We need more than 1 hit. Why am I slow-mo rolling? What am I doing? I have got to stop slow-mo rolling. It's just so theatrical, you know what I mean? So Serpent Talon. So I am not going to slow-mo these. Alright? So we need a 5+ to crit. It did work out. We need a 5+. A 10. So it is a crit. Gain a random Dragon King resource and a wound. See, and that's, we just rolled 4 10s out of 5 dice, so maybe it isn't slow-mo's fault. If we can roll 4 1s out of 5 dice, I guess we can roll 4 10s sometimes too. I didn't want to flip that. I wanted to shuffle it. Give it the old triple shuffle to draw the claws. King claws. Were we waiting for those? I think we saved some of those for something. That's funny that it's the King's Claws, and on that attack, you dislodge an enormous toe claw. It's funny that that's the card we drew. Sorry, lame little side point there. So, Serpent Wings. I guess we'll go back to slow-mo rolling, only because I'm basic. So we need a 5+ here. 5+. I don't know, fellas. Obviously, it's in our favor right there, so... But it sure as hell hurts when it's not in our favor, you know? So we need to grab a husk. Now we do have to still place a lava pool terrain tile. Which is kind of lame. So this has to go as close as it can to the attacker, so I'm going to put it there. It melts the stone column out. That could be it, Bill. That definitely could be it. And we get another wound. And then another one. Let's try to grab another husk. 5 plus 3. So no wound there. Because, I mean, he's got high toughness. So that's not a wound. So, turn to face the attacker. All survivors directly in front of the dragon suffer knockback 5. That's nobody. Without turning, move the Dragon King 2 spaces backwards. Oh my gosh, that's rotate, not pick up. 1, 2. And place 2 lava terrain tiles in front of him. Holy nuts. We did get that first husk. Okay. So that's only one of our people to go, though. The problem is Gimli's still in range of Irradiate. Otherwise, that would be nice. How long do we got? How many cards do we have till? We have 15 cards, so we're not quite halfway through the hit location deck. It's tough. It's a tough call. It's tough. I don't want to get irradiated. So maybe I'll just have Gimli move. Because now he's out of irradiate range. And then I guess we could have him dash and sweet battle surge. So we'll have Rima attack with the Katars. It's either going to go really well right here or get really bad. So he's rolling 5 dice, so I'll have to roll 1 extra, hitting on 5 plus. One hit so far. Just one hit so far. These both missed. We get to re-roll one of these as the 5th die. 10. So 2. Oh, it did not matter. Mike was definitely feeling that card coming. So it is the trap card. Cosmic Uppercut. All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. This attack profile gains an after damage, which we are familiar with. Getting punched up into the stars. So it's 2, 2, and 2. I think we only have 1 evasion and no ability to dodge because it's a trap card. So glad we moved out of a radiate range. So 2 hits, worth 2 damage to each location. Legs and body for old Rima. That's not good. That is a severe roll on the body chart. Eesh. That's before she gets punched into the stars. Alright, Rima. I took hands instead. Oh, I did. Thank you, Bill. So an 8 on there, 8 on the body, is a broken rib. Oh, -1 permanent speed. That kind of sucks. Broken rib. Suffer -1 permanent speed. Gain a bleed. And they got who has cross arm block. Who did have that? We must not take him out with us. That must have been the old Qatar Master. I'll bet it is. I'll bet it's that old Qatar Master we have. Is it Man? Yeah, Man has cross arm block. We did not bring him out because of his mastery. Does Rima have a severed arm? Yes. Dismembered, in fact. So she does get absolutely punched. Well, see, it's kind of... Uh, I mean, it's not considered a two-handed weapon. It's not in the description. So, yeah. It just says if you have two of them in your gear grid, they're paired. When you attack, add the speed of a second line beast Qatar in your gear grid. Strapped it to the stump. Strapped it to a foot. So she's being absolutely smoked. Hopefully we can kill this thing by the time she gets back down, but I highly doubt it. Strapped it to the stump. I like that. Starward. Yeesh. Bong. She gone. You're transported. At the beginning of the next survivor's turn, you land with that meaty thud. Okay. Well, that's it for that, except for Irradiate, which is after the basic action. And actually, I think I think she might have dodged the Irradiate, because the basic action gains after damage. So I think it would go move an attack target after damage and then Irradiate. I don't know how you would solve that. Yeah, it still gets the toughness. It still gets the toughness, which puts it one away from being real trouble for everybody here. So the -1 toughness. And thankfully now we're all out of Irradiate range. Except for I mean, maybe the best place to be when things melt down is in the sky. I don't think we have the ability to kill him this round, do we, guys? It would be so close. We'd have to bow first. We owe a wound? No. The bow didn't hit on a 3, did it? What? You rolled a 3 on the bow and needed a 10, right? So the bow has 4 strength. So 4, and then if you take the -3, that would bring him down to 10, so it's a 6 plus to wound. Which is why if we don't crit, we don't wound. The only time we wound is when we crit. That's the luck factor. Strength, though, with the bow person? That's what I was saying. So they have 3 strength, and then the bow only has 1. Um, which we might have to dash and surge. I mean, do we try and take him down? If she lands all 3 wounds with her bow, then Gimli could dash and free surge and possibly kill him. No, he couldn't. He couldn't because he can't roll 3 dice. I think we just have to wait for next round. I don't know. It's tough because if any of these actions allow him to irradiate, we are hosed. Yeah, we could surge and cat eye. Yeah, we could do that. So we'll spend one of his survival to surge to activate. Let's see if we get it back. We do, so we get 2 back. Meaty Thud is coming next round. So 1, 2, 3. So only 2 of the 3 are crittable, and 1 is the death blow. So that would be ideal. Actually, it wouldn't. That Radiant Heart sucks. It kills someone. We kind of blew it last time, or real close to blew it, because we thought that was so cool, and we almost died. So I don't think we want to succeed on the death blow. Wow. But this gets us a permanent accuracy, King's Claws. This gets us a permanent strength. Those are some good cards, though. I want that permanent accuracy and King's Claws. I might stroll up and dash. I might dash and surge with the bow. And then we can kill him next round. Take the advantage of minus toughness. I guess it's not really much of an advantage for Elena because she only crits. Yeah, what the heck? 1, 2, 3. That'll put her in range and out of range of irradiate. Actually, I'm going to back her up 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I really don't want her to be targeted. So that's a dash, and now she's going to surge and shoot this bow. 3 speed. Oh boy. And we might as well go for the death blow since it's a safe card. That's 3 for 3. We know what they are. I think we're going to do them in this order too. I just really want to crit both these first 2 cards. I know that's asking a lot, but I really do want to do that. The permanent strength and Dragon Claws, extra resource would just be really ideal. Nice. With astounding precision, you cut a toe free, gain a permanent accuracy, and King's Claws, Dragon Resource. Oh, archive this card though. So, permanent accuracy is awesome with a bowman, even though they're near retire. And we get another set of Dragon Claws, King's Claws. I know, it is absolutely insane. Never have I seen so many natural 10s before, and never have I seen so many natural 1s in a sitting. Did I take an AI off for that? No. But I need to Okay, this one has another good crit on it. But I'm not going to reroll either of those two dice. This is another good one. Would be cool, I think. Not as big of a deal. 6 is a crit. So, are we willing to spend the last 2 survival to get a permanent strength? I don't think so. Simply because this is our crit person anyways. Their strength is low with the bow. So I think we take the strength token, save the survival, and just rock that way. We do have Abyssal Sadist with this one, though. The first time you win the monster each attack, so we would have just gained an additional survival and an insanity. So we do have 3 survival now. So we would have one for either dashing or whatever. Yeah, I can spend 2 now since I remembered Abyssal Sadist. Okay. Well, we'll make it permanent then. Alright, alright. Remove that. Remove that. And here we are to this. So now we got to do some math here. Because our bow is 5 strength now. And he has minus 4 toughness, so that makes it 9. So that means we're wounding on 4 plus? 4 plus, because we don't have a crit location for this card. So it's a 4 plus. Which still should be no sweat. Feels like a waste, doesn't it? Really does. Alright, well it's a... Oh, and minus 2 more toughness on that card. So it was a 2 plus. So it removes that. So now we just got the 2 that he's used. All I'm saying, Rock, is they better save some of them for our settlement event. Because if I roll 1s in hunt events and then 1s in settlement events, somebody's gonna catch these hands. One of those 2 cards does not perform Irradiate, BT dubs. So that could be our lucky day, lucky chance out. Alright. So I think that's where we're gonna end our turn, which means at the beginning of the survivor's next turn. So she's still gonzo. So he draws, and he draws the advanced. Oh, we could surge here. Here we could try to kill him. Before things get dicey here, we could attempt. Because we only have to wound him twice now, since this card's out in play, correct? I think that's what Mithra said one of the weeks he was in here. So, random threat in range, so we have to target one of them still. So we'll shuffle these. Is that not the stack of... Oh, they're there. So we'll shuffle these. He's targeting whoever's number 2. So Gimli. So Gimli's the target. But in this break and flow right here, we're going to surge with Gimli. He's going to peek at these top 3 cards. 1, yuck. 2, 3. We have 2 really good crits. So we're going to put Microwave Heart down. This is a Veined Wing and King's Claws. Let's try to get at least the Veined Wing here. Okay, and now Elena's gonna surge. So let me come in here real quick. So Gimli spent 1 to surge, but he gets to roll to try to keep it. 9, so he gets 2 back. He's almost back to max survival. Elena's gonna spend her last survival to surge here. 3 speed, 5 plus with the bow. We have 2. Let's pick up the let's try to pick up the third as an insurance policy. We did not. So we still have to land both of these hits, both these wounds, or it means nothing. Okay, so we figured, we know the deal. We need 5 plus. We know how it works. I'm not going to re-roll that. That was just a 10. I'm not crazy. Oh! There it is. It's either one side of the spectrum or the other, right? So there's no wound, so nothing happens there. It's a 1 or a 10. That's it. It's actually just 50-50 dice. So we're on this second claw now. Bony chest sphincter. A 6. Okay, that is a crit. You smash aside the Dragon King's protective claw. Gain a King's Claws. Hopefully there's a third set of those in here. Okay, thank goodness. Tell you what, we got plenty of those. The dragon gains -1 toughness tokens till it has 4 of them. Surprise! It already does. Oh, and we can remove this. What did I do? Did I put that on the... Oh, jeez, I did. There it is. Okay, well... Yeah, we're gonna have to eat this attack. Which is gonna hurt a little bit. So he's going after Gimli. Beginning of Survivor's turn, Meaty Thud. Can he walk on the lava pool tiles? I'm sure he can. I'm sure. That's his thing, right? So, luckily Gimli's got a tiny bit of evasion. 3. So it's 3 speed, 3 plus. No, 3 speed, 5 plus. We need some really low ones. Low, 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 low. That's slow. So this is low enough. And we're gonna dodge one of those. I wish he could dodge twice. Where'd they go? I think we got a couple spots they can land and a couple spots they cannot. Double arms? Alright. Well, we're going to dodge one of them. Let's see if we get that survival back. Yeah, otherwise he'll come down a lot quicker than we think. He does not get that survival back. So it's 4 damage to his arms, which is not ideal, but also not the end of the world. Turn the Dragon King to face a random survivor. He's facing both of them. Shuffle the AI pile into the AI deck. So it's just the one card. Anyways, so. Okay, now it's the player's turn. So here comes the absolute kathunk. At the beginning of the survivor's turn, you land next to the monster with a meaty thud. Suffer bash and 4 damage to monster level locations. So he's going to come in like this. Right there. Actually, we'll put him right here. Get knocked down, and 4 damage to a random location. And that random location is the body. Oh, shoot. Anywhere. Well, not true. There are a couple other places it would have been better. We are on the severe for body again. Trouble, trouble. Show me something. Don't you dare show me a 1. Ooh. Does he have Dridecanthus? No. A 4 on the body? Gaping chest wound. Actually not truly the worst. And he's not dead. Does gain another bleed though. 1 bleed for something that says gaping chest wound? Jeez. Jeez. Okay. I thought we did too, Josh. Okay, alright. Chill. Gimli, Cat Eye Circlet. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. It'll have to be the Catarsman because they can cancel a reflex. So we'll have to put... I kind of want them both up. Because we could then encourage the Catarsman with Gimli. Let's see if he has to actually spend that survival. A 9. Welcome back. And Rima, you have been encouraged. Get up and finish the job. Time for payback for getting punched into oblivion. So now we got, I mean, whoa, lots of luck with this individual too. We're critting on 7+ with them. I don't know if I remembered that. So we will get to roll an additional, both on top because if yeah, I guess that doesn't really make any sense, does it? Alright, let me switch those real quick. I wanted to avoid it so that the bowman could never draw it if we had to go with the bowman again, but yeah. Yeah, it's the survivor's turn to put a whooping on the dragon here. Alright. We need 5+. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't want a 4th. Just 3. Low, 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 low. Thank you. So we got all 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cancel the reaction on this first selected hit location right here. We have 7 strength with the Catars. This is basically +4 more, which puts us so 2+ to wound here. 2+ to wound. Don't be rude. That's so rude. That is so rude. That's a failure. That's so mean. Alright, on to the next one. Goodness gracious. An 8. That's actually a crit. With the Catars and the luck. You deftly avoid the rampaging monster. Gain an evasion token. Oh, we're definitely burning 2 survival for a permanent evasion. 100%. Rolling these D2s. I'm flipping a coin. Alright, and that gets rid of this. Now, if we wound this, he's dead, so it's not like the reflex really matters. He's dead anyways. So we just need a 2+. A 9. Boom. You're dead, dragon. You're dead. You are dead. Can't knock him down. Got so lucky. I think I got incredibly unlucky, and the game said, yeah, that was actually a total dick move. So we'll give you some back. I think is actually exactly what happened. So we get the hunt XP. We can talk about it, Josh. I will need to see how much gear we can craft. Well, I'll need to see it with my eyeballs. Alright, so we get 4 basic and 4 Dragon King. So we have kind of peeked at these, so let's just shuffle them a couple times. Yeah, these guys are saying skip leather, Ruck. They're saying skip leather and only do dragon. You believe that? It's crazy talk. Crazy. Alright, 1, 2. Wow, we got some serious bone. 3. Oh my gosh. 4. And some dung. And some dung. Oh, you're right. I forgot it takes iron to do their gear. Alright, and shuffle 1, 2, 3. And we get 4 of these. 1. Oh, mystery meat. 2. My gosh. Do you mind giving me an organ? 3. 4. Oh, boy. And then we have the scavenger kit. So I think we should just probably take an extra Dragon King resource. Dung. More poop. Not a bad haul, for sure, but still hurts my heart for what was done to us. If we lost the sword, damn it. That's why we need to farm something else too. If we want to get that replica flower sword back, we have to sacrifice monster's resources, and I don't really want it to be the dragon's resources. I'd rather it just be like a crit farm's worth of antelope. Just stuff we can throw in the garbage. So we'll need to complete the blast sword's cool too, but I was thinking that the replica flower sword was going to be for grand weapon proficiency. So we'll have sword, bow, grand, and we'll either have to. It'll be scythe. In the end, that's what I would like it to be. I'd like it to be sword, bow, scythe, and grand. So we'll complete the showdown. Everybody gets their hunt XP and their weapon proficiency. Elena turns 3. That is precious. So let's do that for Elena right quick. Go to contents. Age. She's 3. She's a big deal. 8. How about a random fighting art? Random fighting fart, dude. Oh, I can get rid of blotted out. Rhythm Chaser. Dub. That's fun. Okay, and she's 10, which means she's still got a couple good hunts coming. That's good. Okay, timeline. Oh boy. So we got to do our random. How many shuffles are we doing, team? This is where, like, we were at an all-time low on the hunt, pretty high in the fight, and this has got the ability to make it low again. So we got 1 vote for 3 and 1 vote for 4. 4 is fine. Bill get 3, 3.5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Just be gentle. Be gentle. I don't think it's that big of a deal, actually. I know it's inconvenient. This is the language one, right? Glossolalia. The settlement calls out to the returning survivors in a chorus of unknown tongues. Each survivor in the settlement begins to speak in their own incomprehensible language until all the sounds of the settlement are replaced with a never-ending babble. Nominate a survivor. I mean, it's. I don't think it's great, but it's. It. There are such worse. So we need to nominate a survivor. Um, I don't know. How about Gimli? Oh, it can be anybody? Yeah, we'll do Grima then. We'll do it to Grima. Or Rhea. We'll do Grima. He talks a lot. 5. So 4 through 7. The wave of madness passes for some, but not all. The nominated survivor, being old Grima. Grima Wormtongue. Gets the endless babble impairment. Jeez, Bill. Jeez. Jeez. Um, when you depart. Oh yeah, may not encourage. Okay, so it prevents science and education. Uh, is nightmare is nightmare? I don't remember. Whatever. We'll leave that out there to remember the lasting effects. Um, but we are to the settlement. We have 7 endeavors. So right off the bat, oh, we're gonna get rid of organ, hide, and a bone. I think it's bed, Joshua, so I don't think it is. I think it's home. What did the perfect bone do again? Got us a red charm. Oh, and a first aid kit. That's the other one we were looking for, but I don't think we need the first aid kit anymore. We might, because we absolutely got slaughtered in the leather department. Alright, so we are going to draw an innovation here. Oh, we don't even have bed. We haven't even picked it yet. Oh, and it does not do gaping chest wound. We do have something that does, though, I think. So we got to draw. Oh, what am I doing? I'm way ahead of myself here. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. Do back the clock. We have story events to take care of that are probably going to be far worse. I don't remember if Regal Visit targets our uh, resources or our survivors. If it targets our resources, I'll freak out. I think it's our survivors, though. Isn't this where they line everybody up and behead them? Okay, Regal Visit. The hand strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious, incomprehensible presence. Add the hand to the Nemesis encounter list. Add Nemesis encounter the hand level 1 to the timeline 2 years from now, which it already is. And he begins inspection. Okay. So we just need to roll. Inspection. Dead middle of the road. 5. We do not have guidepost. What? That's a thing? Is that new? I know we don't have guidepost. If the settlement has the guidepost innovation, the hand demonstrates sophisticated fighting arts. Gain a weapon mastery of your choice? I don't feel like I've ever seen that before on this. That's incredible. That would be wild. Oh, oh gosh. The hand rampages through the settlement, lose any resources in settlement storage, and suffer -1 population. What do we have in storage? These aren't in storage yet, are they, or are they? I know we have Dragon King stuff in storage. So we would lose a broken lantern and a skull. We would also lose King's Claws, King's Tongue, and radioactive dung. So everything there would be replaced except the tongue. And I don't even think the tongue's used for gear, is it? No. We used the leather that we had. It burned up, but we would lose another leather, a radiant heart, and 3 red vials. I don't know. If we use a lifetime reroll, we lose. Oh, challenge him? Oh, shit. We don't have any shields anymore. Yeah, the problem is 8 through 10 we lose our survivor with the most experience. Yeah, Joshua. Couldn't we just challenge the hand and send one fart bag to his death? How's that for cheese? I don't even know who to use. Because if we chose, like if we rolled a 1, 2, or 3, -4 population, that sucks. But do we have Accept Darkness? We do, right? Yeah, so we would at least get 2. Yeah, let's try a lifetime reroll. We should know, though, that if we get an 8, 9, 10, we will lose our oldest survivor, which is probably Elena. Oh. Oh, okay. It's probably our Bowman is the oldest, is my guess. No. We would lose both. We would lose Man, who is 10, and Elena, who is 10. Because it is not a roll off in case of tie, it's survivors in case of a tie. She does have Flower, though. So maybe the chance of rolling an 8 would be worth it for her repopulation. Yeah, either way, we're going to re-roll this and see what happens. Because if it's -4 population, then we'll just choose 4 turds. Like Lysa. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll do Lysa. Lysa, your reroll. What you got for us? So honestly, we want 2-3. 2-3 would be sweet. Best rolls actually for us. Come on, 2-3. Let's go, team. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's go. So 2-3. We do have Accept Darkness. Whoop, that's gonna get me banned. If the settlement has the Accept the Darkness society principle, the hand presents 2 infants to the kneeling survivors. Gain 2 population. But they are not our children, so which is good. If we're gonna have somebody that wields the replica flower sword, we want them to not have the affinities. So we're down on male counts. We'll just do. Oh, that's a terrible name. Peleus? Oh. Gandalf. Zealous. Has no parents. I want to save Gandalf's name for a good one. Another male. Jon Snow. Okay. So. That's it. I gotta turn this page though. Just go back to the severe injuries page. So now we are headed to the warm virus. A warm virus. And I have been excited about this since last week. There is not more to that. I'm pretty sure. Do you want me to go back and check, Bill? Right quick? I'll go check. What was it? Regal visit. Yeah, that's it. Okay. A warm virus. Okay. A warm virus. Nominate a survivor that can consume to be the host. If that's not possible, the flower withers and this event ends. There are many survivors that can consume. Should I pick somebody that already has some decent stats? Just like a basic person, like Discordia? We just won, like a fresh survivor? Oh, so do we want them to have their reroll still available? Or do we want their reroll to be gone? Discordia is good. Perfect. We'll use Discordia. Discordia consumes. The host presses the virus flower to their mouth, its delicate petals changing color to match their flesh. A cozy and inspired warmth fills their being as they gently push the flower by its stem down their throat. Mmm, delicious. Down their throat, roll a d10. Da da da. Discordia, your first roll ever. How do you feel about it? An 8. If the settlement has innovated sculpture, do we? We do. If the settlement has innovated sculpture, the host creates a grand throne from debris and trash. Completing it, they announce one day the king will come to claim this. The message sends a ripple of dread through the settlement. Departing survivors gain 5 insanity and a random fighting art. That's fun. And a random fighting art. That's going to be a tough one to remember, but we will try. And they welcome the guest. Welcome, guest. As the flower is digested, a virus enters the host's bloodstream and travels to their brain. The host experiences a state of euphoria as viral genomes are injected into the cells of their prefrontal cortex and pallium. The host feels as if a satisfying itch within their skull has finally been scratched. That sensation is the last thing they experience as their original self. The host's brain is rewritten, replacing the sum of their life with that of the guest's. The host loses all fighting arts, disorders, abilities, and impairments. They have none of those. Then they gain all the guests' fighting arts, disorders, positive attributes, and weapon proficiency levels. They do not gain the guests' abilities or impairments. The host may choose to keep their name or take up the guests. So that is Idril is coming back. So that's 3 strength. One evasion and 2 luck. Oh gosh, we blew it. One evasion and 2 luck. Now we need to go back so they get their fighting arts next. Seasoned Hunter and Crossarm Block. Oh, we can do Crossarm Block right here. Seasoned Hunter. Disorders next. Vermin Obsession. I do hate that one, by the way. Vermin Obsession. Um, and weapon proficiency levels. So she was a sword level 3. And I am going to rename her Idril again. If everybody's okay with that. I'll do it all caps so we don't... No, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. It looks terrible. And it's just IL. I just wanted to be able to distinguish between that one and the... Just in case she dies again. So her stats stand as this. 4 strength, 2 evasion, and 3 luck, all permanent. She's level 3 sword, proficient. She has crossarm block, seasoned hunter, and vermin obsession. This would give her specialization with the sword. Idril. So she's 0 years old. Does that mean she has to turn 2 before she can start gaining more weapon proficiency? Can she gain it before she's 2, though? I don't remember. She has to be 2. We may be doing some shared experience then. Just to get her right on the horse. Alright. So this, also I need to add the settlement event. We did Glossolalia. Okay. Now, let's take a look. I know Rock said we don't have enough iron, and I know that is probably true, but I'd like to see if there's anything we can do. Because we have so many of Dragon King's resources. Oh, yeah. Innovate. So we'll do organ, hide, bone. Bing, bing, bing. Progression. And an endeavor. Takes us down to 6. Draw 4 innovations. We have Oh Doggy. Clan of Death is wild, though. Extra strength, evasion, and accuracy. Use the dung. Okay. Is dung not a very valuable resource from him? I guess we already have one, don't we? Okay. So, I mean, I really like Shrine. because you can get that armor to all hit locations, but I don't know if we can pass up the opportunity to do Clan of Death. I don't know. 1 1 and 1 for all our newborn survivors? Clan? Okay. I wish it applied to everybody now. That's asking for too much, right? Okay, that's a sweet innovation. Love that. Uh, so the only piece of armor we have combined with virus flower to equal profit. Yeah, for the children. So we could do the nope. We don't have hardened ribs. Is that a one of? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. So the hardened ribs are a one of. Otherwise, we could do the mantle, but we don't have it. King's claws, a husk, and an organ and an iron could get us the boots. So I think we could probably do boots potentially. We don't have a cabled vein. Is that a one of too? Oh no, it's a two of. A scythe. Do we have iron? I don't think we do. But we have some scrap. We have a broken lantern here, and dung is scrap. So I don't know how many dung we need. Oh my gosh. I think we can do the scythe. The dung is scrap. I think we can make the scythe. We'd have to burn our radiant heart down here. 2 king's claws and 2 scrap, which would be broken lantern, and we have another broken lantern. You guys just tell me honestly. Honestly, how good is the scythe? Is it worth? I know how Titan feels about it, and I almost always trust Titan. Scythe is mid. Yeah, but it doesn't mean we have to build it right now, Bill, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying we can. What I'm saying is that we can, like, build Dragon King supplies first and then end with the scythe. Did we look at the scythe weapon proficiency last time, too? Yeah. Specialization's okay on it. I want to see the mastery, though. So it's okay. I don't know if I want to spend all those resources to build it right now. I would almost rather get some armor first. Which I think Titan is MIA from this stream, so he'll forgive me, I know it. Because we could do... We're just short on iron. So... Which sounds hilarious, right? Because pretty much everything requires iron. But I think we could... I think we could craft 1 iron this round. Because we'd have to spend a broken lantern, our broken lantern out of storage, and a radioactive dung. But that could potentially get us 1 iron this round. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because we can't do the gloves, we don't have a cabled vein. Can't do the mantle, we don't have hardened ribs. We could do the belt, we have 2 veined wings. 2 veined wings, an organ, and an iron. So we could do that. Or we could do the boots. King's Claw, Husk, organ, iron. Well, I also like the idea of keeping these love juice because we now have Clan of Death, and we want to increase the population with some new starting warriors. So if we spend this broken lantern, spend this broken lantern, and this dung, we can go to scrap smelting, which is going to be in here somewhere. Give me a minute. Oh, it's ABC. It's alphabetical. Uh-oh. We don't have it? Oh, gosh. I thought we had it. Well, we may need to get it first here. Let's give us that back. It's because it's a special innovation, right? Can't we special innovate it somewhere? The weapon crafter or something? Yeah, we don't even have it. Plus, we can't do science endeavors anyways, so we couldn't do it. We have 1 leather left. We have 1 leather left. We could either make another pickaxe. I did grab the resources back, yeah. We could either make another pickaxe or save it for what we need in here. Or make a shield. We do need iron bad. We don't have the iron. We do need both the veined wings for the belt. That's what I was going to set aside, because I was going to look at some things. So we need these. We need both veined wings. We already have that. We don't have a cabled vein. We need a husk. We need a horn fragment. We don't have iron hardened ribs. And we need 1 set of king's claws. So stay with me. I might lose all of you when I say this. But we could do a forest run, trading these 3 in, along with any extras we have in here to attempt to get using these dragon claws and this radioactive dung to either get A, hide to turn into leather, or B, the flower we need to recreate the replica flower sword. Oh my gosh, it might need 2 iron, Rock, actually. It might need 2. it needs 2 iron. Yeah, we need like 1,000 iron on donation. That's a tough look. That's tough. And we're just not getting it. We're just not getting the iron and stuff. I can't build scrap smelting because we would have to build the weapon crafter first, which is 3 bone and a hide. Hey, Kareen. So if we were to want to look along the lines of scrap smelting, we would first have to build the weapon crafter. Which may not be the worst thing in the world. We could spend a skull, this questionable resource. If the flowers didn't expire, I would be more for it. But the fact that they just shrivel up at the end of this if you don't use them hurts. 3 bone and a hide. So we could build the weapon crafter, but we would have to use uh, help me. We'd have to use our Dragon King resources for it. It's just a high price to pay, but we could still do it. Okay. So if we do that, it's going to be bone. We'll take the skull. Red Vial's not really doing anything. So 3, and this is a hide that we're using. Whoops. Dadgummit. Put that in the wrong stack. So we just built the weapon crafter, which has to be done at some point. I know that, but the bummer thing is I know we passed up the opportunity to build the scrap smelting before. By we, I mean me, because I knew we could special innovate it later. So we can now scrap scavenge too, which is nice. We can get our hands on broken lanterns. But in order to special innovate scrap smelting, you need 2 scrap, 5 bone, 5 organ. So I would like to float this out there for all of you again, one more time, that maybe we go farm a lower level quarry at a higher difficulty. Like maybe a level 2 lion or lope. Because then we could just fire resources and stuff. Hide, bone, scrap. That's just what I'm thinking. Because on the timeline here, we got this year to farm, year 12 to farm, and then we're at the hand again. Which is terrifying. Yeah. So I also had to spend an endeavor to build the weapon crafter. Yeah, that was no good, Joshua. That hurt really bad. So, I mean, we could try to scrap scavenge right now if we wanted to try to just store up some broken lanterns so that when we do get scrap smelting, we can build the iron we want. We have 5 endeavors left, which could potentially turn into 5 broken lanterns. Um, I'm not too worried about our population right now, so I don't think we need to flow intimacy. I think what's more important right now, we don't have bed. We don't have it innovated. There's just a couple of survivors that are going to be running around with little to no gear. Because it'll look like this. Well, with a level 2 Lope, I'm almost not too worried about the weapons. Could give him stone noses, but that's so weak. So soft. I don't know. It's a really tough call, because we just don't have much armor. I like the idea of getting scrap so that we are ready to make iron, because we're gonna have some resources for some iron deposits. We just need the iron. We got the other resources. What do you guys think? I'm gonna definitely store both these love juices and the broken lantern. I'll put them away because I don't think they're in debate for anything anymore. Pickaxe and counterweighted axe. Let me look at counterweighted axe. My only worry with counterweighted axe is that it's isn't it frail? It isn't. 2, 6, and 4. On a perfect hit, monster suffers a wound. Don't draw the hit location. That is pretty good. Um, so let's think long term here. So we want a bowman, replica flower sword, bone sword, or sorry, uh, blast sword, and then would we want axe as our final? That's not a bad one. We would just end up phasing out the Katars, which isn't terrible because the 5 speed on Katars is really tough sometimes. So is that a good weapon lineup for everybody? Bow, and then it would be grand, sword, axe. I'd be okay with that long term. But to craft the counterweighted axe, we would have to give 2 bone, a hide, and an organ. So we would have to dig into our dragon resources in order to build that axe right now. I'm not sure we want to do that. I would not mind looking. If you guys can remember what it is that heals gaping chest wound, that would also be very helpful. We can't do crimson candy. Oh, it's crimson candy. And we can't endeavor here due to glossolalia. Uh, we might need to do 2 shared experiences with Idril so that she turns 2 years old so that she can start gaining mastery. So she'll go on the next hunt. Our Elena will definitely go. We have to have her as a crit machine. I'd like Gimli to go even with Gaping Chest Wound. Oh no, he doesn't have it. Rima has it. Rima is just in a terrible way. And with her age, I don't think she's going to get that weapons mastery. So she may be pulled out of the uh, she might be pulled out of the rotation, and just Nightmare Training will be used to progress her Fist and Tooth mastery. Because we could always tag Man back in, who has Red Fist, Berserker, Quixotic, Qatar Mastery. We could tag him in for Idril will be going, yes. Could tag him back in for this hunt. And Rima's strength, low. Let me see something real quick on the low. So at a level 2, okay, you have to gain 2 hunt XP. I hate that. At what point does it start doing 1 or 2? Is it node 3? Because if you hunt a node 3 at level 2, you can choose 1 or 2 hunt XP. Only with Fist and Tooth, though. And the accuracy on Fist and Tooth is terrible. And she doesn't get an accuracy bonus. She gets 2 accuracy bonus. The toughness on Elope is 10. Yeah, she could probably go out after a level 2. Oh yeah, they do. They do get a random fighting art. So she has a broken rib and gaping chest wound. But she would have to roll an 8 with 2 dice. Because she's so... Oh, 1 die. Because she has -1 permanent speed. She's just too messed up, I feel like. She's so messy. And unfortunately, she does not have a flower either. If she had a flower, it would be great. No problem. But she is in a bad way. Um, I don't know. It's a tough call. Yes, but I think you'd need to do shared experience twice, is what I was saying, Bill. So shared experience, nominate a survivor that has 2 or more hunt XP than yourself. They describe illuminating details of their desired death. If you're not deaf, gain a hunt XP. So we would have to do it twice, because she's at 0 hunt XP. 0 XP, so we just have to do it twice to get her there. Which I think we're going to do. I don't think we're going to do it, we are going to do it. So 2 shared experiences gets her... Yeah, instead gain an insanity. I don't want to gain it instead of the XP. So she's 2 now with sword XP, and she's going to go do the age. Oh, great. Nice. Very good. So go to age. I'm still so bummed about how this stream started, guys. We were really cooking with oil there for a while. And then just instant death and all his gear dead with it. That just leaves such a sour taste in my mouth. 15 is a random fighting art for Idril. Tough. When rolling on severe injury table, unless you roll a 1, add 1 to the result. Nice. Very good. Okay, and we are going to do a level 2 antelope. We just need a fourth person. And I don't know. Rima has 2 luck. We are going out to crit, so maybe I'll just take Rima in all her disability. Yeah, we'll take Rima. Oh gosh. And if she dies, she dies. That is what it is. Build another pickaxe. Okay. We just need a leather and a bone for that, I think. So leather and a bone. We only have 1 leather though, Bill. And a king's claw, I guess, since we have extras of those. To get us another pickaxe. Because if we can just farm some iron, we'd be in a really good place. Leather's not nearly as valuable. I love that that has block on it too. That's so nice. Okay, I think I gotta inventory the rest of these and we gotta call it what it is. 1 horn fragment, 1 husk, 1 king's claws, 1 more dung, and 2 veined wings. Oh, you're right, I do. Where'd I put it? There it is. Bink. Now we're talking. Lobbing some stones? That'd be great. I put a note in their name. It might have even been somebody that died, unfortunately. Is it Man? No, Man had Thundermaw. I don't remember who had it. Or maybe maybe it was Rusty. Maybe I left it in their grid? I don't remember who had it. They might have died, to be honest. We may have lost that already. I think it was an old Bowman, so it should be an old blue. Is it Lucy? Lucy wasn't around that long. No way. I don't remember. Yikes. I don't remember who had it. I might have to go back and rewatch some of those and figure it out. Because somebody had it, I think, when we fought Slenderman. It was another archer. So I'll just need to go back and watch the Slenderman episode again. 1 dried acanthus. Oh no, it burned up with the leather gear. Yep, we lost the dried acanthus. So if these are our departing 4, we need to give all of them a random fighting art now. It's kind of a bummer. Elena's going to probably hate whichever one she gets. We are out of fresh acanthus as well. Random fighting art. Last Man Standing. That one does actually suck. Wow. Uh, what would we rather lose? It's nice to gain a survival back every time you wound the monster. So I guess we'll probably have to lose Rhythm Chaser. Double dodge is really nice for somebody that doesn't have any armor. That's alright. Okay. Gimli. Oh, he just gets it for free. Nice. Leader. Whenever you encourage a survivor, they gain a speed token till the end of the round. Nice, 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 nice. Idril is going to have to probably get rid of Seasoned Hunter. Faded Blow? Oh, hell yeah. Once per showdown, you may give your next wound attempt +2 strength and devastating. Love that. And Rima's going to get one for free. Her first, actually. Oh, blotted out. That figures. Rima is just a mess. An absolute mess. How are we all on courage? Because we're going to have to go past Overwhelming Darkness here. 7, 9, 0, and 3. But our leader, which is Gimli, allows Idril to use their courage to do Path of the Brave. So we'll all be walking the Path of the Brave at least. Okay. We still have 3 endeavors. Oh, yeah. What is our insanity at? 12. So she'll have 17. Yikes. No. She'll have 19. The other ones aren't nearly as concerning. But is there anything we can do to remove insanity from somebody? Ooh, she's got the flower. But she doesn't die. She just runs away. There's nothing else that gets rid of insanity. I mean, for the most part, he takes insanity away. That's true, we could. We could just go after a lion. Lion would be more comfortable. Um, and we could still crit his cards. Yeah, let's maybe change it to a lion. Rock loves hunting lions. I think he might be more bored of it than I am these days. But it's important. We have to make up for what we lost. I think I'm going to use all 3 of these endeavors on scrap smelting, though. Or on scrap scavenging. So I get 3 chances at some broken lanterns. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to pick, it just has to be somebody with some decent survival. Other than that, there's no... oh, or you can get a courage. Is anybody close to... She doesn't have any survival. She's not an option. Gimli already maxed out on courage. Rima's got defense. I mean, 3 survival. We could use No, I hate Rima. Let's use somebody that's not going. Who has decent survival that isn't going? Grima doesn't really count. You could use Man. Man maxed out on courage too, though. Alright, fine. Somehow, someway, we're still using Rima for things. Alright, we get 3 chances. We're looking for 6 through 9. Pretty small window there, but I'd like to hit it a couple times. Nice. Let's lose a survival or die. So that's 1. 2. Lose a survival or die. Can I get 1? Perhaps? Were these any good? No. No. Those suck. 6 through 9, one time here. Alright, we got 1. 1 additional scrap broken lantern. That's cool. We need them. We need lots of everything. We need lots of iron though, specifically. Okay, chat, my friends. I think we'll end it there. We have our departing troops figured out for next week. I inventoried everything. It was a huge bummer the way we started, but we finished decent, so we'll leave you with that. And we'll talk about some strategy this week in Discord. Make sure we got it all lined up the way we want it to be. Nothing here is permanent as far as our plans for next week. Next year's events are just conviction. So our resources will be protected. I think. Does conviction toast? Oh my gosh, I think conviction does get rid of our resources, doesn't it? It's a party. And you have to discard half your resource. Am I thinking of something else? I think it does. Which we have some to get rid of. Well, we have like Crimson Vials, and we get rid of, that's 3 that I wouldn't mind just getting rid of right off the bat. We get rid of a Cyclops Fly, that's 4. We got some Love Juice we could get rid of. I mean, we have resources we can ditch if it's half. But if it's more than half, that's trouble, and we should spend those dragon resources. But okay, I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, and I'll chat with you later. Thanks for being here.